to you. Over 200 of you have taken advantage. This is an expiring offer. It is brand new today. That one day only price is exactly that, $29.98. You will not see that price again for at least 6 months. Get it today and enjoy a spot of tea by Joe.
Isn't it lovely? I love it. And I love that it's our only order. So this was one of those pieces that we probably debuted about 3 or 4 years ago. You loved it. It was only in Old World. You asked us to bring it back, so we did. We did it in the combined pattern. It's a beautiful 2-quart tea kettle. It's enamel on steel, so it goes right on your stovetop. You have that gorgeous finial, which I'm just going to pop this off and show you really quick. There's that flower-shaped finial there. And of course, you asked for it to whistle, so of course it whistles. When you see me always sharing the glove cell, we're always showing the tea kettle, and you've been asking for it back, and we have it in our top 5 colors.
All right, so I have to say, I'm a big fan of making tea. In fact, I actually shot a video, was it last week, maybe the week before, that's on my Facebook page, Anthony QVC, of how to make a proper cup of British tea.
Oh, I have to watch it.
And I say during that I'm used to an electric kettle, because that's what we have in the UK. And coming over here, nobody has electric kettles. But it's interesting that they have a charm to them that electric kettles just don't have. The fact that they have that little whistle, that it's almost a signal like, tea's ready.
That's right. And I love the whistle aspect of it, right? Because a lot of times we'll put it on the stovetop and then we're off to doing something and we inevitably forget about it. So yes, they will all whistle. We have a lot of them on the stovetop, so I'm going to spare you all the details, but I'll get one of them to whistle before we're done, just so you know. So here we did, of course, your bowl of soup. Things that you're thinking outside of the fact that you have your tea, you want to boil it, you want to make your instant coffee, your tea, whether it's something that you want to have your hot chocolate, boil that water, and then again, it's one of those pieces that you're going to want to leave out because it's purely decorative. Here's your black. Then you can see the beautiful pop of white in the floral lace and the Old World, 360 degrees, including that lid.
Black is most limited, by the way, so if you want to go for the black, do not delay on that.
Then next door to that is going to be our red. That's that classic kitchen red. So again, I love that true pop of color.
And red is actually proving to be the most popular.
Or it's the perfect kitchen color, right? We love that pop of red. Here's that classic blue.
Love the blue.
So again, if you want that iridescent, that really deep, rich blue, that's going to be the perfect color. Then we know many of your kitchens, a lot of you have green and accents there. Thank you. There's going to be your beautiful green color. Kind of doing a little dance there. Yep. All filled. Again, I like the oversized handle. I like the beautiful brown detail here, where again, it's almost a trigger system. Yeah. So again, everything about the tea kettle has to work when I'm designing it.
Love these. Already over 400 of you have placed orders for these. The trick, especially for making tea, and this is something that I talk about in my video, is the water's got to be piping hot.
Absolutely.
Piping, and also pre-warm your cup. So you boil the water, pour it into your cup, leave it for 30 seconds, and pour it away, and then pour the water in again when you actually make your tea.
Was this your proper?
That's how to properly do it.
How to properly do it. All right, let's head on over here. Let's talk about oatmeal in the morning. So I kind of wanted to do a little breakfast scenario here. So I can make my beautiful oatmeal, let that steep, and then of course that will turn into beautiful oatmeal. But what about also your French press? How about being able to, again, fill your coffee up in here, get it ready and doing a little breakfast scenario. I'm gonna let that steep, and then when we're ready, we're gonna just give it a little push, and that's how you make beautiful French press coffee.
See, I've never really been a coffee drinker.
No coffee, huh? Just tea.
Just tea.
Got it.
Yes.
How about some hot chocolate?
Oh, yeah. With marshmallows and cream on top, obviously.
Hello. I mean, I would never make you a cup of hot chocolate without having, of course, our mini marshmallows.
Oh, you've got marshmallows. Very good.
Of course.
600 of you have now placed orders for these. Remember, 5 colors. It's a one-day only price. The price will go up at the end of the day. This is brand new today. Take advantage whether you go for the black, the red, the brown, the blue, or the green. You've got a fabulous combination of those 2 designs of the Old World and the floral lace coming together. So whichever you collect, it doesn't matter. One of these colors and the design will work with what you have.
So again, I love the fact that we did our soup. We did, of course, our hot chocolate that you see there. How about just simple something like tea? Here's what I love about these pieces. We don't do them often. We just brought this back. I love that, again, you're watching this morning because you won't see this on again today. So again, if it's something that you've wanted to add to your collection, it is the only order. And the only reason I say that is because I know we get so many requests on our Facebook page, and I just don't want anybody to be disappointed if you miss out.
So right now is crunch time. As Tara says, you're not going to see this on air again today. So if you like the idea of this, go to qvc.com or use your app, or call us if you want to be oh so traditional, on 1-800-345-1515. Place your order. We'll get this off to you in around about a week or so. And if you want the black, we're down to our final 700. Wow. I know it sounds a lot, but now it's 6:45 in the morning. We've already sold over 800 of these, and it's clicking up. As we get more and more people tuning in, people are waking up here on this Sunday morning. They know it's our big 24-hour Now You're Cooking kitchen event. People are getting online and placing their orders. Do not miss out on the color option from you. Yeah, because again, as I mentioned, this is the only order, so we brought it back for this special time. I know many of you have been asking for it. So here's your classic black with, of course, the mixed print. And I love the fact that this stays out on your stovetop and just adds that pop of color. It's almost like redoing your kitchen just by adding color. There's that gorgeous red. So again, that's that kitchen-friendly red. True fire engine red, your classic brown. So maybe it's for a guy, maybe it's a little more neutral, maybe they have more stainless steel appliances. That'll be beautiful. There's that gorgeous cobalt blue, works with your floral lace, your old world, swirls and pearls if you picked it up. And then of course the classic green that we love so much, the perfect color for your kitchen as well. I'm gonna sneak around to your side, is that okay? Of course. Let's make some noodles. Oh, now we're talking gourmet cooking in my kitchen. Gourmet cooking. Well, what I love about this instant noodles. Hey, I love instant noodles. Hey, do you know they hit the spot sometimes, don't they? Absolutely, they do. Just when you want something quick and simple. Absolutely. So something quick and simple, right? We're gonna let that come to. You can already see it bubbling and boiling all the way around. Or how about reconstituting some of the things that you have in the kitchen, like some of your dates, some of your things that you want to look at, your little fruits. Just by adding a little of that water, you are good to go. Remember, you've got a whistle on here as well. This is going to tell you when it's ready. When your boiling water is there, ready for you, it's going to start whistling away. All you have to do is pull it away from the heat and the whistling stops. Yes, I think we lost the heat here, so these are all still hot from before. So that's why you're not hearing the whistle. Over 1,000 of these have already gone now, and it is getting busier. So please, if you can, use your app or your website, qvc.com, to place your orders, and we can get this off to you. Once again, it's metal, but it's enamel on steel, right? Enamel on steel. So that means it's going to take a high temperature, like a stovetop, like an open flame. You have the detail that runs all the way around the edges. Now let's take a peek. The handle is nice and high, so that again, you never have to worry about burning yourself. You have a trigger system here. So as you're pouring it, you're just going to give it a little squeeze. You have that beautiful finial that sits on top, and then I'm going to top it off. There is the aluminum, the enamel on steel. There's the brilliance behind it. Fill it on up 2 quarts, so a nice generous size. And you guys, it is just stunning. Beautiful in person, truly. This is great. What a great gift for somebody as well. If you know somebody who loves tea, maybe get them this, maybe get them some nice little teas to go with it as well. Yes. Well, that would be a really nice gift idea that's in my head anyway, because I know I always go on about tea, but I love it. A proper cup of tea. A proper cup of tea, proper cuppa. I pop the kettle on. Even Jell-O, right? So we made tea, we made soup, we made ramen noodles, we made hot chocolate, we made oatmeal, we made French press coffee, and now we're making Jell-O. Again, a tea kettle is one of those things. First of all, when I think about memories, my grandmother we had tea every time we went over. So for me, the kettle is part of the home and heart of the home, because it was always our time to spend talking over whatever we were drinking. You know, it's funny, in the UK as well, I mean, you say pop the kettle on, and it's just where people come together. Yes. And we just sit and talk, have tea and biscuits, whatever it is. But it's one of those just occasions that it's not a big thing, but people remember it. Of course. Because it's one of those times when you come together over a proper cup of tea or a hot chocolate, whatever it may be. A good kettle is something that every home should have. A friend of mine, a guy called David Duffy, who I've known for many, many years, met him in Florida, now he lives out in California. Whenever I stay with him and I want to make tea, I have to use just like a pot, like a cooking pot, like a stove pot, like a saucepan to boil water, because maybe he needs one of these. Maybe I'm just gonna say. And do you know what? I might actually get him one of these, because I think this would look quite good, because he's got kind of a country style kitchen. Yeah, I think this would work really well. Yeah, so we have all the colors down in front. If you guys really want to, I know it's kind of hard to see all of them together. I'm going to walk up front and we'll give everybody a little love. Okay. So here's going to be that gorgeous blue. So again, if you love that iridescent, the blue of the floral lace, the blue of Old World, this is going to be your kettle. Look how gorgeous that is, no matter which way you're looking at it. Fabulous. Then, of course, we have your green.
That's going to be the perfect kitchen color. Again, we know many of you love to collect your green. So again, with the only order and us bringing this back for the first time in many, many years, I love that we were able to do all of the colors that we did. There's going to be your classic red in the center there. There you can see your old world and your floral lace.
Down to the final 800 in that red now as well. It sounds a lot, but it's not. These things disappear very quickly.
Then next door to that, we're going to have your brown. So that's going to be super neutral, very much so like a chocolate. So I love the color saturation that you see there. And then at the very end, we have our classic black. So again, whether you have stainless steel appliances, the black, the red, look how gorgeous that is just to leave out on your stovetop.
I just think this is such a delightful item, but really functional as well. And because I've seen a few different tea kettles, I love the handle on this. It's a big,
oversized,
solid, substantial handle. So maybe you have slight dexterity problems. This is a good handle size, and it just feels it feels controllable.
Yes.
Because when you're pouring this out, you don't want it to be pouring out too quickly. You can really hold this nicely.
And the other thing is that nice trigger handle. You know, it really it's all the details. I know it's like, oh, it's a tea kettle, but you know what? When I'm designing these pieces, I want them to function. I want them to be beautiful. They have that nice chubby belly and that pretty silhouette that's reminiscent, of course, of like what my grandmother had on her stovetop.
Over 1,300 of these have now gone. It's been very busy on the phone. Like so many people up and about in the early hours of Sunday morning. Good morning, welcome. It is a 24-hour cooking event. I'm Anthony Hayward, your host for the hour. This is Tara Tesher, your guest for the hour, the lady behind Temp-tations, the brains behind it all.
Well, thank you.
You created this, what, 17 years ago?
Just about. Exactly. And we've been sharing it here, which is incredible.
Now, lid it. We're going to find out what a lid it is. It's not just a lid.